Hey Rifters, what's up? Cymatic Bruce finally back with another video. Apologies for the long delay, people. I have been working like crazy. It's been really nuts, much more than I expected, but things are finally finding a rhythm, and I'm finding some more time to catch up on VR news and cool demos that have been out there. Got a chance to play some stuff. So I'm finally back with another video to kind of highlight some cool things that I found. Man, what an exciting month in Rift news. Oculus getting funding, all kinds of crazy demos that have landed that are very interesting, very cool. Um, yeah, I mean, all this talk about possibly Sony being interested in VR stuff and seeing where that might go, that might be very exciting too. Um, yeah, there's just a lot going on trying to take it all in. But I think I'm just going to get back in the swing of things and highlight a few games that I had a lot of fun with. And the theme for today is space combat. There have been some great things going on with space combat as far as demos in the Rift. So let's check out a couple. So what have I going on here? Is my newly organized demo list. Oh yeah, a little easier, don't have to scroll for days. And my top games, quote unquote, to Bruce's top list of Rift demos that I've played so far. This is kind of the cream of the crop, I guess. And on this list are quite a few space games. They seem well suited for the Rift. So we're going to dive into about three of them. Delta Draconis, dive into God Factory, and also dive into the very aptly named Space War. Getting right to brass tacks. Love it. All right, let's start with Delta Draconis. It was kind of a cool game, just kind of popped up on Rift enabled. And so I was like, oh, let me check this out, see how it is. It seems like it'd be pretty cool. Whatever. And you start up and it immediately just slaps you into this just wild environment, just huge. I mean, this should probably not be possible to have two planets just so close to the surface of another, but it still looks so impressive in the Rift. And then you have this epic music playing, and it's like a sci-fi adventure waiting to be narrated. It's so awesome. This foam situated. Alright, awesome. So it's just this beautiful. You look around and there's just amazing, like meteors fall down. There's an occasional flash of lightning. Looks like there's other ships that are exploring the surface of this planet along with you. And this is just, I mean, it's so foggy, so you have all this mysterious stuff going on. You don't know what's going to be around the corner. And this music is just so eerie yet adventurous. It kind of switches tones between those major and minor chords. Just really ups the immersion factor. And then you look up here, and there's also kind of a mothership looking thing. So I don't even know what that's about. I wasn't able to find much information on the hows and whys of this, but it is definitely, as far as ambiance, atmosphere goes, a very impressive demo. It also has a distinction of having controls I like. I like having the left analog stick control my yaw and pitch, right analog stick controls roll, and then I have the triggers, which are controlling the speed. Right trigger speeds you up, and left trigger slows you down. So this is kind of a natural control scheme. There's no other buttons. I tried all the other buttons, nothing else happens. There's just kind of you, this spaceship, this environment, kind of a cool Tron-like dashboard that you have in front of you. The cockpit does not have a fake body, so it's kind of just your floating head in the cockpit here. And then the seat looks a little weird. It's a little bit off with the stereoscopic 3D, but overall, this is just a really cool experience. You have those lightning flashes in the background. Sometimes lightning strikes the ground too. It's just, as far as putting you somewhere else, this little demo does it. just has a really great wow factor. Yeah, I tried just flying as far and high as I could, and I really didn't get to the planets. It seemed like I was going anywhere. I got so high up that I got totally lost. I totally lost the map. I don't know where I was, but yeah, cool little demo. Lots of fun with the combination of the sound, the music there, and just the sheer just mystery and wow factor of the landscape is really cool. So yeah, that's a really neat one. Neat demo. Let's move on. Something different. Oh yeah, I really like. There's probably can't see them, but there's little spots and stuff that are on the panels of the canopy. Like it's kind of encrusted with stuff. It's kind of neat. So that is awesome. Let's see here. Let's check out another space action title. Let's see. So also in my top is God Factory Wingman. I unfortunately discovered this game too late. It was on Kickstarter, and their Kickstarter ended recently, and I was like, no, this game is so cool. So basically, I'm gonna put it up here, boom. So it's kind of this online space combat MOBA, I guess it's supposed to be, which is pretty interesting. You log in. The demo's still available. I'm not sure for how much longer, since it's connecting to servers of some type. But you have this really awesome tutorial that you can go through. It goes through all of the motion, all of the combat, and also these maneuvers that you can do with your ship, which I'll show you in a second, which is really awesome. It's definitely a complicated game as far as the motion and maneuvers that you can do with your ship and the weapons and stuff. So it looks like it would be going pretty deep into that, which is really exciting. You get in a match list. Looks like there's no matches, so I'll just create a game. Cymatics game, sure, let's do it. So bam, create a profile there. Have my specific ships that I want. Looks like they have several like races, quote unquote, that are involved. And you start the match, and it loads it up and starts you in the loading dock, which is pretty neat. You press 7 on the numpad, and that basically gets you in this really cool kind of area. So the 7 on numpad sets you up all up for Oculus. You're in this loading dock, and it puts the menu right in front of you. It's considering that this is like an alpha of the game, this is in really good shape. The text is just big enough to be readable for the most part. If it was any smaller, you probably wouldn't be able to tell what it is, so it's just big enough to read in most places. So you basically have this situation when you have this, big, huge ship that you're docking in, and it has several areas that all have energy, and you are a small ship that's attacking the enemy's counterpart. Basically, there's 2 teams. You're attacking the counterpart. It's pretty sweet. You get to choose your spaceship. It shoots you right out of the dock, and fantastic. The control scheme is a little bit different here. You're using your left analog stick for pitch and roll, which is awesome. I love this super huge, I don't know what this is, character statue. It just looks so humongous. You get up on it, and it's just as the closer you get to it, the more evident how huge it is. It's amazing. Right analog stick actually controls your speed, so you have like slow, medium, fast, and if you hold it, you get a boost. And this is kind of cool. The little crosshair starts shaking, let you know you're boosting. So I'm gonna turn back around, get into the fray here, see what's up. And you can look around, and it kind of gives you a green icon, lets you know where your friendly location is. And then over the red icon, that's the enemy's huge mothership. that you have to go and attack its pieces. You can also see at the top there's 2 energy bars, the green for your team, orange for the opposite. And when that timer runs out, these motherships shoot at each other, and they each take away like 1 energy bar from each other. So one mothership is going to eventually be worn down and die. It's just a matter of these teams having teamwork and whittling down the different things that are there. So you have missiles, you have kind of like machine gun action, which is kind of cool. I'm getting shot at. I'm going to boost out of here. And so it's a pretty straightforward premise, but it's definitely really cool. On top of it, they've added these other things, these maneuvers. So you use a left stick in combination with the A button. Say if I go down and A, I have a turnaround. I push right and A. Oh, it looks like I have to... there we go. Well. And left and A, it's like a drift, like I make like a fast turn. It's pretty sweet. You can also like drift. So if you say boom, you go left and A, and then you kind of hold it. You kind of drift to the side. It's kind of tough to tell because everything's really far away, so you can't really see how this is working. Let me get up close to something here. Aha, boost over there. So yeah, you have this really interesting control scheme going on with these maneuvers. That's really neat. Another thing, to get your yaw, you use the shoulder buttons, which is kind of interesting. So you can see like how I'm drifting, and then I can move, let go A and move forward. Very interesting mechanic that's at work there. Haha. So it's like, whoa, whoosh, turn it around. So it has a lot of depth, it seems like, to this game. I would be very excited to see what ends up coming of this. I know their Kickstarter was not successful. However, I couldn't imagine like a labor of love like this just not being used ever. So I think it's just a matter of time before they release this. Steam greenlight. So whoa, whoosh. It's a lot of fun doing that kind of drifting motion. So yeah, interesting. I'd probably change up the control scheme a little bit to match Draconis. Whew. Whoa! Oh god. But it's still a lot of fun, really cool. Let me get back in the dock here. Oh! Excellent. So yeah, I mean, there's so much to talk about. This probably was kind of garbled and all over the place, but there's just so much depth to this game. It seems like it has a lot of potential. And I was sorry that I wasn't able to jump on the wagon sooner and really, help these folks out and get their game funded, because it looks like this is a really cool game to participate in. So. Alright, awesome. That is God Factory Wingman. Awesome stuff. Last game to dive into, more space stuff, is a really cool game. Dude from the Oculus Dev forums, Aerox, made this game, Space War. And it's pretty cool. So it has a few features in this game that are just really very cool. So I mean, it starts rather straightforward, rather simple. Just gets you right into the action, just like Space War. Boom. Battle Simulator, Aerox.com. So very good. So what's cool here is that you can lock onto things with your look. You press the left trigger, missile goes out, and skaboom, get it. Nice. Another control scheme, right analog stick gives you your yaw and pitch. Left analog stick is giving you your speed, I believe. There you go. So you push up on it, you get some speed there from the left analog stick. Then you have your right trigger, some machine gun action, and your left trigger is missiles. Awesome stuff. So I have these enemies over here. They're somewhere in front of me. I don't know. What is cool about this is that, first of all, you're using the left analog stick to thrust in any direction. So it's not just forward and backward, but you were thrusting to the left, thrusting to the right, and you kind of have this Newtonian motion going on, which is pretty neat. I like that a lot. Another cool factor is this radar interface that they have. They have a three-dimensional radar interface that's right in front of you, floating in front of you here. And it has these green dots that represent the items on the radar screen. But the thing is, as you do your pitch, it lets you know if these items are above or below you, which is a really cool feature. So it's really easy to tell where an enemy is on the radar in stereoscopic 3D. This probably wouldn't work as well on a regular 2D screen, but I mean, I can clearly see if it's above or below and where these items are on my radar screen, which is really awesome. And of course, as I did when we first started, aiming at something with your eyes and then firing and then turning the ship around whenever, it is really neat. I heard that this is how EVR also operates, where you actually lock on to things with your vision, with your sight. So you use your head to lock on the items and get missiles going at them, which is just such a cool concept. That adds a really cool layer of gameplay when you're able to go around, find an enemy, lock on, and then turn your ship around to match where your line of sight is. I think that's a really cool concept, a really cool way to use the unique control interface of an HMD to really add to the gameplay, which is really neat. So again, this is a work in progress. This is a really early build, but already it's looking pretty clean as far as the interface here. It's pretty cool being able to aim with your face, or lock on with your face rather. The ship controls, I would again probably change these up. That's just kind of a personal preference thing, but they're definitely smooth. Yeah, I do. There's something over there. I can't even see it, but it's locking onto it, whatever it is. Awesome. So yeah, I definitely enjoy this title. Looking forward to what Aerox comes up with as far as the next steps in this particular game. But as a foundation, it's pretty solid. Awesome. I like this fake body here too. It's kind of interesting. Cool. Excellent. So there we go. That concludes the Spaced Combat Special for this particular video. Alright, so yeah, hopefully I'll be back with some more videos soon. There's plenty of things to highlight and plenty of stuff that's out there that's really fun to play around with. Should be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do a live stream. The live streams are a little easier to put together than videos time-wise, so I might just do the once a week live stream thing for a while, and maybe that'll be the deal. So let me know what you think about that. Again, I have a huge backlog of emails and messages in the YouTube channel. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get to everybody, but I'll give it my best shot to try to catch up on all that stuff. I always get a whole lot of questions and messages and stuff, but I'll do what I can try to get on top of that. So thank you everyone for watching yet another crazy video. Thank you for the support, the well wishes, the posts saying where's Cymatic Bruce. I'm glad everyone missed my crazy ramblings. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'll be seeing you soon. Put some more stuff out there, find some time to work on my own project. How about that? That'd be awesome. And I'll see you at the next SVVR meetup as well. So definitely get on meetup.com, check out Silicon Valley Virtual Reality, and we'll have some cool stuff lined up for that. All right, excellent. I will be seeing you later until the next VR experiment.